And now I'm reading this, The Force Behind the Forces, and I asked the ladies, because I think they should know how strong the army wives are and how much strength they give to the
This is about army wives,
Yes, sir.
and
how
this book is
how
written
they
by
pull
an army
themselves
wife.
together after they've lost their husbands. I think very heart-rending and heartwarming too.
It is the only service where when you sign up, you are virtually declaring that I'm willing to risk my life in this job.
Yeah,
that's the only service where even in the police is not that much, but in the army it is definitely there.
As I was reading this and I was thinking of how I will discuss this, they are romantic stories and yet they end with such pathos. And then again you feel so encouraged by the courage that these girls showing. You know, how they've stood up in times of disaster like
Which
this.
is your head of the Army Welfare Wives Association, and how did it work out and what did you do?
You know, most people don't know that the Army Wives Welfare Association has a very big role. It is the largest NGO in this country. We had teams of ladies at the airport when the dead bodies were arriving. We had teams of ladies visiting the hospitals to see the wounded casualties whose arms were cut off, whose eyes were, they had splinters all over their body. We had teams of ladies and visiting all the families, next of kin of those who had been martyred. We had people visiting the field area family quarters where the ladies are staying, those whose husbands are fighting a battle. You can imagine their anguish and their anxiety. We were present all the time. I had to explain to the vice president's wife what we were doing. I had to explain to the president's wife what we were doing. And there was so much we did.
Absolutely not.